infinite aid to divinely intervene as needed for my highest good, aka the highest good. It is 10:20 p.m. and this is Gifts Unlocked 4 to the Inner Wild. I wanted to beat on my chest while I did that. There was a little bit of a delay, but it's okay. It's okay. Things are getting done here. A variety of things. Fantastic. Changing up the patterns as called to. Now, what were we going to say? Well, this is Gifts Unlocked 4 to the Inner Wild. Season 3, Episode 5. So Mote it be. Representing the Hierophant card. All right. I was a tad bit late because I noticed that my cat decided to go pee-pee on one of the towels that were laying on the floor. So that's okay. It was on its way to the wash anyway. But I just noticed it, unfortunately. All right, so more to be done. Anyway, left side is the star card. Whoop. This is the recipient side. So let me see here. Internal. This is external. So on the recipient side, there's someone famous, a celebrity. Just kidding. But no, on the part, this is I did check and it's external. But let me just, sometimes we get like blocked off into thinking that it's this way or that way. So maybe let me just check a little bit more. Okay, so it's external. Somebody that I know of, don't know. Somebody that I know of, and it's actually a person, right? Yeah, it is. Okay, so it's a celebrity coming forward. Interesting. My life has become more and more interesting. All right, on the right side, though, this is the Four of Cups. This is decision making. Shall I go with? Shall I go? Yeah, shall I go? I mean, it's Four of Cups. This is decision making time. But this is okay. So this is a presentation of something that's external coming through. Okay, so they're just like coming through, and they're like, "Hey, you want to join?" And I'm like, what? Huh? So, it's for me to make the decision, which is crazy. It's crazy. You're never really the one to be the first here. Interesting, or at least to speak up. Anyway, that's what that shows me. I was a little concerned because the Four of Cups usually is like I don't know what's going on. Hey, like a kind of in an in-between state. It's not the best vibes, but alongside this, and for the context, it looks pretty good. I thought So Mote It Be was going to be like laying down the law. Like I thought, I just wanted to see some things happen, and some decent company. Okay, but like this one's weird because it's labeled as discontent on the right side. Sometimes like in this positive context, because this one's called Revelation, for this particular deck, like a glorified sense of awareness. Sometimes you don't realize that you're in a certain state of like a certain vibe until you see a drastic contrast. And so, like, when you're with somebody and you like it could be anybody and you're laughing like your face hurts, your stomach hurts, like, oh my God, like just stop for a second. It's you don't know, you don't realize what state you're in until you experience that, and like, God damn, I don't remember a time like that. Like it's been a long time. And so it's just like the one state shakes you out of another state, but also in the awareness that you were in a certain vibe that you know, is kind of like hypnotic in its, in like a jaded sense. Like a dumbed down version of your, of the experiences that are just not meeting up to where you should be at. So anyway, there's that. Okay, so those are the energy cards. Now, Segue. Oh, I forgot to put this on. Okay, we'll do these ones. And these ones are the header cards. Okay, Segue is the Star Spinner Tarot. Uh-oh, this thing is doing this thing again. Can we stop it? Let me see here. Repeat off. Then we just go ahead and turn that off. Yeah. All right. Interesting. All right. All right. So Segue cards. Okay. This one too? Or just this? Just this. Okay. Just this. All right. All right. Fortitude. Strength in reverse. And then the Sun card in reverse. And then this is setting the tone. This is setting the ambiance. This is funny. This is like you're gonna have someone over, and you want to have like you. This is funny. Okay, look, we're gonna have a talk. Okay, we're gonna have a talk. But first, let me lower the lights a little bit. You see the sun? Okay, so the sun is like a spotlight, right? And then strength in reversal is like, let me just dim down the lights. This is funny. It's funny. That is funny. I've never seen such a thing. This is funny. Okay. So let me set the mood for a second. So this is I wouldn't say like this is over the top, but this is something that is like there's thought put into this. That's funny. Okay, so enough. Is there any more segue on this? No. Okay, move on to the header cards. Moving to the Tarot of the Holy Lights. Okay, both. All right. Seven of Pentacles opening up to the Star card in reverse. What the heck? So this is kind of just okay, I'm just going to say how it is. Instead of pretending I'm like living in my old times of divination and wondering if people are going to think I'm nutsoids. But that's fine. It's okay. This is straight up telling me, because it's like mirror to mirror here, and based on the context of the previous reading, on the takeaways, this is like there's one that's already a celebrity, one that's already a star. This one is kind of like on the up and coming, and so you can only speak to what you know and recognize as you know, as you within your own collective experiences. So you recognize similar energies and it's just something that's like kind of instantaneous. Like you just like you can identify it in a crowd. And so this is so this one is internal. This one is me. So yeah, so it's like one person is connecting to another. There's one popular is like a funky way to put it. Like but somebody that's very well known is coming to me, who is kind of an up and coming. They recognize me as similar energy. I'm not in the same stature as of yet, like in full public form, but that's what it's showing me here. Like there's a degree of patience, like while in the mode of business as usual kind of energy, and just minding my own business, literally. And so there's that. Interesting. Okay, so Mote it be. This is taking a rapid twist and turn to something I did not expect. What deck do I go with? Okay, this one. Star Spinner Zero. Maybe let's hold on. I don't think I want to put on lipstick right now. I think we need to stagger our days. Yeah. Nice. All right. So, okay, moving forward. So Mote it be. Okay. Season 3, episode 5. Gifts unlocked 4 to the inner wild. Tell me a little bit more. Okay. I was gonna ask. Wait. Okay, it's 3 of Pentacles in reversal, extroverted. Oh, they're saying make a wish. This is like a third star in its essence. Like it's kind of weird, because like 3 of Pentacles in reversal is like the potential or the loss of something, but this is highly beneficial. So let me see here. Yeah, it's the potential of great opportunities. 3 of Pentacles is, you can always automatically assume not only is it warranted, but the righteousness of the 3 of Cups following this. 3 of Pentacles is always to be celebrated, whether it's low key or like pending, or it's always something to be celebrated, not just when it's an upright. So being that it's an extroverted, it's an upcoming opportunity, but it's also like, this is a sweet version of just saying that it'll come true. Like, I have something to give to you, but just like, can you just humor me? Just make a wish. That's crazy. That shit is crazy. Turn off. Always been told it doesn't matter what somebody else thinks. Yeah. It's my easy peasy shirt. Okay, so coming thing. 2 of Cups in reverse and 3 of Wands. Yeah, see, picking up from the previous like tail end of the reading, the there's 2 of Cups, and then like a back-to-back 2 of Cups sandwich type of thing. I like you. Do you like me? I want this. Do you want this? So that's funny. What is this? Anyway, it's coming soon. That's what's happening. It's coming soon. Okay. I mean, 2 of Cups doesn't always have to be a romantic thing, but it is like, it's a trusted alliance. It is a partnership. It is it's like good sportsmanship any day, you know? That's what that is. It's a support crew. but like BFFFF support crew. Oh, good night. Put some water if it's a psychic attack or whatever. Put some water on your crown chakra and cake some salt onto it. It's helped me quite a bit. You might feel a difference in the sensation, definitely. Anyway, yeah. I mean, I know that sounds a little nutty, but I've tried it several times and it always helps me. Okay. So that's what's going on there. Okay, let me see anything more. Okay. Make a wish. Okay. 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 I made a an essay of a wish, maybe paragraph form, you know. Okay. Okay. There you have it. This one and then this one next. Okay. The Devil card in reverse and the Hermit card upright. Sending the devil back to the depths of, you know, their belongings, basically. That's what it looks like. So you guys, not today, Satan. Maybe we've had too many of those. They're just going. They're just going. They're gone. Huh. Hold on. Yeah, they're going back. Like if I read these cards logically, through its visuals, it would look like there are tricks being played. Like psych, you're looking for, you know, you're just like making them stay down there. But then here it's like somebody like crossing their fingers behind their back, behind your back. You know, there's something about that there. But I checked the energy, and that is not true for this one. It still felt kind of in reversal, partially inverted underneath my chair. But it's extroverted in reversal. Yeah, so I don't have to worry about that. Okay. All right, so that's good. Okay, so no harm shall come. That's basically part of the wish that I had just made. So mote it be. So mote it be. The Lover's card in... Yeah? No, it's true. Okay. The Lover's card in reversal. King of Wands in reversal. Ace of Cups in reversal. Another Lover's card in reversal. And the Magician. Yeah, this is banishing those energies like back to hell. This is the female crew form and then the male crew form. You know, like brotherhoods like that went poo-poo and covens that also went poo-poo. These are people that just like flush down the potty, but also the King of Wands. Like these are all players, you know, these are all player type of energies. Like thinking that they can maneuver through manipulation, and you just flush them all down the potty. Definitely. You see? Down the potty. You see that cup right there? It's tossed down the potty. That's what's happening. You don't think the like button is working? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Anyway, that's what's happening. How crazy that kind of a summary is coming, like that came to after I made my wish. And this is like a big part of it. Well, a good chunk of it anyway. Okay, now moving on to this. Oh, I haven't done the header cards. No, I did. Wait a second. Let me check. Did I do header cards? 7 of Pentacles and the... Oh, yeah. Okay, I did. Oh, shit. I did. Okay. Just this one. Okay. Ace of Pentacles. Funding. Funding. Okay. And it's going to see it sway through to me. Like, this is kind of a gamble. Like, based on the last reading that I did, or the playlist, I remember Crimson and Clover, the imagery was kind of like a Russian roulette. Well, it was a Russian roulette wheel, which is, this is reminiscent of it, it feels like. And it's going to see, like, so it feels like a little bit of a gamble, but I'm going to do it. That's funny. It's going to see its way through to me. Weird. Okay. Okay. This one too? No, just this. Just these ones. I was curious. I was curious. We're not supposed to see that. Nobody else is supposed to see that. I wasn't supposed to see that, but I already know. Anyway, okay, I'll pretend like I don't know. 9 of Swords, 9 of Wands in reverse. Huge emphasis. This is, oh! What? This is master number 99. This is a master performer. Wink, wink. But I didn't mean it like that, wink, wink, but I'm sure that wink, wink is true. I am saying something here. It is, shut your mouth. No, this is, okay, so there's a huge emphasis here. Like, and at a certain time, the verbiage was, I'm dead. I'm totally, like when they just couldn't handle something. It's like, I'm dead. I can't even, you know, that kind of energy. You see, it's dragging through a coffin. Oh, you're right. Oh, no, you're right. You're right. I'm going to, and if you're dead, I'm going to drag you through. I'm going to, so that this is, reading between the lines, a ride or die. But let's not read too far into it. This is like the first set of, I mean, like, this is an introduction. I'm just reading energy, okay? And so, master number 99. I hope you don't gamble too much. Anyway, this is, we've talked about this before. This is, this could be a no-show. But it doesn't make sense here. What is this no-show doing over here? It doesn't make sense. So the real context is it could be, again, like we read it in the context of remote, like not here. But it's definitely saying so someone has fallen for me. That is hilarious. Huge emphasis. Tripping. Tripping. That's funny. This is crazy. What? Okay, anything more? Okay. What is this all about? Tell me a little bit more. Well, I don't know you. I don't know you. You could be anybody. I don't know you. I don't know you. I don't know you yet. Okay, but let's just not get a little crazy here. Just because yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know my shit is true. So let me just double check here. Okay, I'm gonna ask some. I'm gonna detach for a second. I'm gonna detach for a second. Okay, the Chariot card. Okay, this is parked over here. Somebody has decided to plant their roots here for a second. You have my attention, my full attention. That's what's happening here. Okay, so I'm gonna detached for a second. I'm going to ask my expanded divine panel of the infinite eight. Tell me what you think about this person, this energy here, this energy. Connecting with this energy here. Tell me. Extroverted. Hermit card. Exaltation. Moves in darks, moves in the dark, moves in silence, incognito. This does not mean that you're going through, this energy is going through shadow work. This is how this energy moves. I asked if it's private, and they said no. This is just more like just not in your face type of, like, how do I say it? It's just not the extreme version of like flashy, like out there. Like, I want the paparazzi to catch me. I want mobs of people to come at me. That's what that is. So this is private in more like, I like my space, you know, the type of energy, but it's not private as in you shall not know this part about me. Oh, maybe that's part of it too. Hold on. No, not so much. Not so much. Oh shit, what the fuck is going on? My computer, what is going on? More, I'm the only son, more mister than master. What does that mean? Is that a riddle? What's going on? Am I not reading it correctly? Okay. All right. Tell me a little bit more about what you think about this person. Six of Wands. Well, they're victorious. It's a winner energy. What is this? It's a winner energy. What is this? That's what it said. That's what they said. Okay, so what do they think of you? Aren't you curious about what my expanded divine panel of the infinite eight want to say about what they think about you? About this particular energy, if it's you. Don't you want to know? I want to know. Three of Pentacles. Okay, it's you. It's fine. It's you. It's you. What is this, though? you're the golden, what is it, the goose that lays the golden eggs. That's what it basically, I don't know. You're the Three of Pentacles. You're the source. You're the divine hookup. I don't know. That's what it's telling me. What is going on? I don't understand. Let me see here. Do I get anything more on this? Yes. Okay, from here through this one. Weird shit. Just as I thought. Just as I thought. I thought I saw this, and I saw it. First, it was like kind of when it clapped. It was I saw it like this. It's, you know, killer energy, assassin energy. They do shit right. To full execution, right? Anyway, and when it fell, I had to ask which way it went, and it is 10 of Swords in reversal, extroverted. I don't, where did you even come from? Were you a referral? Who do you know? Anyway, 10 of Swords. Extra, who are you? I don't understand. Yeah. That's been around. Well, 10 of Swords in reversal, extroverted, that's Phoenix energy. So this is the 6 of Wands on steroids. This is absolutely victorious. Like, you have risen from some terrible, devious circumstances. You have been through, this is more than, oh, this is not my first time at the rodeo. No, this is like, you have been challenged with some terrible things, but you came out of it, like, with, you know, flying colors. It's one thing to get it in reversal, that's Phoenix energy, but like to get that extroverted, huge emphasis shortly thereafter, the 6 of Wands, that's insane. You're still in them? Yeah, not your first. Oh, you too? That is insane. So, that's what it's saying about this energy here. Nearly died twice recently. Yeah, this is a big deal. So this is your new lease on life with a 3 of, like, it's right before it was a 3 of Pentacles and the 6 of Wands. That's kind of crazy. Okay, anything more? Yes. Pray you're correct. I don't need to. I know what I'm reading is correct, even with the energy. It's so, like, it's straightforward. It seems too good to be true, but when I check the energies and everything is just too fluent here, it doesn't, like, every time this energy has come through, there's always, like, the cards are always connecting. I don't know. Okay. Justice in reverse. Okay, so maybe somebody over here needs to, because this is an energy, right? So this is not carried out by just a single identity. It could be, but it must be some a very, 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 very powerful identity. But, you know, birds of a feather flock together. And so, you know, if there's a flock here, there might be some slight nuances, but the Justice card in reversal, yeah, there still needs to be some follow through, fortification, so it doesn't happen again, kind of energy. Preventative care, so like boundaries to be put in place in order for, like, you know, to set yourself up for success, you know, a better, and not just pick up where you last left off, with some slight improvements, but true. But this is normally conceived of as fortitude, kind of synonymous with strength. interchangeable with the strength position, but it's in reversal. Okay, so let me get a clarifier for that, because for you to say that shit is just doesn't come out of nowhere. Coming from here. A line from one of my songs, Justice of the Peace with his wallet grease. Okay, hold this one. Just this, okay. All right. Oh, look, dude. Okay, death in reversal and fortune. Yeah, definitely. Okay, so, this is about transforming your life, transforming your, like, transforming your life path. Definitely. I mean, that's crazy to get it like that. I was curious enough to see the other side of it, but I don't really want to say it because it's nobody's business, all up in public ear. This is definitely, because you know your own experiences, you know what that's pertaining to, and this is transformation and rotation. Okay, it's gone silent on that energy, so okay, on to here. All right. Okay, so what is this, like, what, so Mote it be, what else? Okay, anything more on this? Yes or no? No. I have to remain detached and move on with the reading, so I can't get too involved, especially with not knowing you. But I can't, and don't, yeah. Yeah, Ace of Wands. Okay, so we have a bunch of creatives here. A bunch, like, producers, composers, that kind of energy. Like, I play an instrument. I play it very well. That kind of energy. Not to toot my own horn, but if I had to, like, this is kind of like, just like, I'll do it, but I'll do it behind the curtain. That kind of energy, you see? Like, so you really, really like what you do, just as I. And there's something about, like kind of like rock on, like, I don't know, there's something, something like that with the way they're holding the wand. It's just slightly there. It's like it's just about to rock on. It's weird. I don't know. It looks like that. I've never noticed that before. But, like, for real, rock star energy. Again, surrounding the Three of Pentacles, like, you magnetize, or this energy here magnetizes opportunities like no other. Like, okay. So there's, like, a small silhouette over here of a home, but it looks like the silhouette of a small group of people, like family or something, right here. And you can kind of assume that, I mean, at a first glance, because this is a human form of a hand, but even though that's supposed to be spirit or whatever, but in its general terms, but, like, that's whatever that is human like, if not human, and then, like, the silhouette there is color representing the same. So this is making an impact from a distance. This also means travel. For this particular context, like, you travel within your opportunities, not, and this is, you don't seek out opportunities, like, opportunities seek you, and then you respond to them, like, globally. It feels like this feels like overseas, like, where they filmed Lord of the Rings, that kind of energy, like, at a distance. That's funny. And like I said, you're not totally flashy, but you're totally lit. You see the color, the hue of the yellow? It's almost like old school, like those basketball peachy folders from back in the day. you know, it's leaning towards that than anything. So there's like nostalgic, there's the feels of it, but it's not like highlighter yellow, you know. This is probably the closer yellow, you know, if anything, more like old school. Right. What's even closer than that? No, that's probably, but like if you had to pick between highlighters, there's a huge difference, you know, on, so like I said, it's kind of even leaning towards gold. I don't know. Oh, golden. Yeah, so you might have some, been to 20 counties. So it's strange. Like, it's even gold leaf on there. Okay, let's stop reading into all of this. This is crazy. So, like, even when there's dark clouds, even when the horizon is hazy and there's like chaos going on in the world and it's like taking up the headlines and it feels like it's putting a like stomping on your parade or raining on your parade, or and even like if you don't take it like on a personal level, you just notice it. So like how, you know, if you're a performer, that's something that you also have to encounter. But like whether it's like bright, you know, just like regular clouds, or clear, or, you know, sunshiny, or, you know, those that weighing on you, you still come through. And so all the more impact that you have on like, you know, homes, the domestic units. So that's very interesting here. Yeah, like you've been to like dark lands too. You've performed or visited like in dark lands as well. Okay, you see, like off in a distance, that's another set of hills. So you know that's far away. And so some counties or some regions may be darker than others, but they seem to welcome you alike. And this is probably the most practical and like the most practical way of walking the middle path, you know, being welcomed in both worlds and not taking sides, you know, like but it's also not being indifferent as well. So you're not just, it's not like just staying neutral to be safe. This is more like, well, others have created like a safe spot, a home for me in both worlds. Why would I deny myself of that? It is a luxury, but I guess you wouldn't call it a luxury in this state. But like, why? If someone finds me home, who am I to diss them for, you know, some other like, you know, petty thing, you know, I don't know, shallow thing. And so this is really good. In a sense, like if you're just gonna call it out, it's probably neutrality, but it's like at this point, like who are you, who are you to micromanage when you're that good and accepted by different realms, you know? I understand. It's a gift. Okay. That's funny. Okay, so Mote it be. All right. Gifts unlocked 4 to the Inner Wild, Season 3, Episode 5, so Mote it be. Okay, so this is interesting. I mean, a lot of people would just like, they would, I don't know what people do. People are just crazies, but they would give a lot to be able to associate or even dialogue with you. And so I suppose the gifts unlocked is, you know, at least the association, the what do you want to call it? The resonance. One fell on the floor. Okay, I'll get it in just a sec. 5 of Swords in reverse. So this is, it's not forfeit. Foregoing. No. It's well, let's find out what the other card is. Extroverted, 5 of Wands, extroverted. So these are the most combative, you know, this is these would be conceived as like natural weaponry. So master number 55 here, I think it's the master adventurer, something like that. Anyways, this one's extroverted. It's a riot crew. Oh, what? Oh, that's very nice. Oh, you're 55. This is, oh, that's crazy. Okay, so this is my riot crew. And that's crazy. So not only like there's resonance, but there's like relatability. Okay, we'll call it that. Okay. To ground the energy a little bit more and not sound so like woo woo. So we could just like just talk about it in regular terms, okay? This is very relatable, extremely relatable energy. Because if it's counted in as my riot crew, these are people that aren't just like agreeable. You know, you don't just find them agreeable, but you would stand up for these people. You would cast vote over these people. It would be more so like, it's so like prominent that it's more like you would cast vote for these people rather than or you would cast vote for me rather than judgment. Okay, so it's that extreme in its like realness. And this is, there's some kind of like so the forfeit here is like, this is like peacekeeper type of energy. Yeah. Definitely. That's crazy. Okay. Third time, same two cards. Reads like a fight. My siblings born on the 5th. All of them. And this is just strange. Oh, so do you visit other tarot readers too? Because I don't remember receiving that consecutively. But that's what's happening here. All right. Okay. That's wonderful. To be favored by the well-known and that are not like riot crew, but not straight up like the first point of resolution is to get rowdy. It's not that. So that's good. Cool. Okay, so there's that. Should I ask? Hold on. Or is that petty? Maybe it's petty. Yeah. Oh, thank you. It's freaking you out. Well, can I ask you, there's one that I used to go to. I mean, one of the few that I that I go to. Just for like, you know, details like I prefer that over podcast or whatever. And there's this one, I mean, I've had to say goodbye to a lot of energies, but there was one that was starkly like just inauthentic, like wannabe popular girl type of energy. Just, you could tell, very pick me type of energy. Maybe like, no. Okay, I'm not even gonna ask because we're not similar. Okay, the only way we're similar is in the like. Let me just jot down the same thing so I can just. Right, let me try to copy this. If you're here, you can tell the difference, okay? You know the difference, so you wouldn't even be there. So let's just quiet. 10 of Wands. Okay, a lot to do. A lot to do. Internal. Cumbersome. What's underneath that? Okay. Death in reverse. Transformation. And then the Emperor card. Yeah. So it's saying the same thing in a different way, like affirming you're a big boss energy. You answer to yourself, and therefore you must take command and look at this particular experience that you have, or experiences that you've encountered, as something to kind of like weigh on. There's, what do they call it? Root cause analysis. Yeah, I don't know if they use that in anything other than engineering, but I do know that's something that the term that they use frequently in the war room. And it's self-explanatory. It may have something to do with a child, if not childhood things. You see the baby right there. And very, very deep rooted. And even this girl looks quite young. So something about that there. Whether that has to do with children and or yourself. Yeah, this is about the follow through. It's right underneath that. Okay. But on the other side of it, of the follow through is they're wonderful things. Definitely. Okay. I can't read too far into it. Oh gosh. Okay. 9 of Pentacles. Okay. Your own garden. What's opening up to that is the Queen of Pentacles in reversal. Okay. So this is TLC. This is your... Why am I reading this for you? Holy crap. Why am I jumping into that? I don't know why, because like this feels a little conversational. Okay. Internal. Okay, I will have to read this for myself, okay? And you might find this relatable, okay? So, but especially because I asked, and this one is, this is internal. So this is the self. This is personal TLC, self-care. Yeah, but this is a softer touch. This isn't like I must do this, I must do that before I do this, and because it has to do with this ratio of my life. So it's less diplomatic about it, less cut and dry and directive about it, and just like feel like going with the flow of things, like not second guessing any thoughts that pass through, like I should stop by and do this, and or whatever. So that's what it is. This is about watering yourself, watering your own garden. I did that today, finally. I thought that with all the rain that we received, maybe it's me not going outside and not realizing what weather we're having, but I thought we had a slew of rain here and there, and it was dewy, it was gloom or whatever, and I mistakenly did not water certain plants, and so my herbs are down, or they're just... But anyway, yeah, so that's what that is about. Self-care. Well, it's in the energy that you are. Let me go ahead and feel out the energy real quick. Because I sometimes I get a little too carried away when I do dialogue. Then I forget of like, it's like when they say something very nice, you know, like you're being very helpful towards me, very nice to me, etc. Then you get me all buttered up, and then I start talking and reading shit for you. Hold on, I even missed the cards. Give me a second. Hold on. I'm okay, right? Yeah, yeah. They said it's okay. They wouldn't let me get that far without, you know, if it was all wrong. Where is the boss card? What the frick happened? What the heck happened here? Did I just put it back? I don't, hold on. Annoying. I don't, maybe I did put it back. I don't know. Kind of annoying. I guess I did put it back. I don't know. Okay. What was it facing though? It was this was different. Dude, let's just keep going. Okay. I don't remember. Okay, so what else here? Okay. So is this self-care thing like a continuous thing, or just like this is an era, or is this like for now, for this phase? It's continuous. Continuous. Yeah. Okay. Oh, so like in the beginning, they're saying the comparability of when you meet somebody and you laugh so hard, and you realize you haven't laughed that hard in years, and yeah, you can barely recall what that was from or with who. And so the drastic change, like that's showing like where, like, gosh, my life has become so predictable and stale and like just paycheck to paycheck, basically, the mentality of it, that like I deserve better. Like, why would I be, why, that's crazy. If I could be living like this, why am I not? And so that's a drastic, you know, version, like the reason, the rationale of continuous self-care. This is more than just the aesthetics of, you know, just common shit, you know, combing your hair, you know, that whatever, you know. So, anyway. Almost all the grandkids, I used to look after them like a boss. Scale strength testing, pendulum breeding. Oh, very nice. I hardly use my pendulum though. Oops. Could not. I can't read on the screen down here. Muscle strength testing. Yeah, I don't want to do a 2-hour reading tonight because I've got to do a little bit of exercise and do some other things. But all right, so Mote be. Okay. So what's going? Oh. Okay, that's a lot. All right, let's go with it. Okay, gifts unlocked for To the Inner Wild. Okay, so Mote be. 10 of Cups in reverse, 3 of Swords in reverse, 6 of Swords in reverse, Page of Cups, 4 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups, 6 of Coins, Knight of Cups, and 9 of Cups. How many cards are on? 9. 9. Okay. Okay. Sometimes it's hard to read in bunches like this, but sequence, from back, front, groupings, groupings. Okay. Stacked. No, just groupings. Just groupings. Okay. So 10 of Cups in reversal, 3 of Swords, and navigating. That makes sense. Page of Cups. Okay. First grouping. Okay. Wait, there's the other one. Okay. Nine of Cups. No, Nine of... Okay. Okay. This is interesting. All right. So this feels very basic though with all the cards that are here. Oh, good night. Thank you. All right, so the first four is basically just like the vice versa tarot with the King of Swords and then the lightning strikes on one side. The other part of it is like seeing things through, like for somebody. But how do I say this? There's something like that inferring that's happening here. So with bringing, like, with going out and enjoying your day, sometimes it is avoiding like the chaos that hits home and, or the essence of home. What's meant to like kind of target you, like the evil witch of the, or the wicked witch of the east type of energy, coming in like posing as Glinda, the good witch, with the pink stuff right there. So that's, and those aren't really smoke signals. That's like that's coming through like lightning. It's reminiscent of the Starman Tarot. You know that pays like homage to David Bowie. So there's that energy here, and so this is more of like going out and enjoying your day. This is bringing the feels of freedom in your locality, in your everyday life. That's me, okay? And navigating. So maybe that's a new challenge for me. Gifts unlocked is going to new places, navigating new realms. Like, thank you. I experienced this when going to the beach. I have not gone to the beach in a long while. So for the past week, I think I've went twice. In the past 7 days, okay? And when I looked it up, I was looking at the cross streets, and I looked at the wrong cross streets, because like if you move along the coast, you can go to like this beach, that beach, what you like, whatever, right? And so I went to a further part that I'm not as quaint to. And I didn't know what to expect over there. I didn't, it doesn't feel warm to me, but I knew that it was going to give me some privacy, as far as like, people are not going to get all up close to me or have any possibility of that. It's, there's a lesser head count there, and but like I just didn't feel like it, because I feel like there were more surfers that might be there, and if that's the case, I might run into my ex, and I really, 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 really didn't want to, just like I just didn't want to have that small possibility. And so there was that, even though I was called to go there if I wanted to avoid people. And so it was just kind of feeling out the energy of, going out and enjoying your day. So it's just kind of like carving, not just carving some time out, but it's also changing up the patterning. And I think this is the mistake that I made when I was married. And like I came from a very sheltered home place, and uh you can get comfortable with other people's comfortable, right? And so that was still new to me. And so when you crutch on just what other people present to you, and get, it's just, I can see the consequence of that as I got older. And so that I'm not going to put too many words to it, but this is making up basically for last time in my discovery mode. So this is just basically saying that I'm enough to do that. I'm a good enough lead to go on. I'm a good time, even by myself. And so like there's no harm in this. This is kind of like free time. This is kind of like leeway provided to me, so that I can navigate what it's like to be on my own in my free time, and to be very purposeful with free time. Like it's important, it's warranted. It doesn't have to be always like carrying out some errand or doing some shit to get me outside. It's its own separate like housing, protected home of like an allotment that I get. So this is like petty spiritual cash, basically. So it's just kind of familiarizing myself and making it like, with new pets, you take them to the to what is like the dog park or something, in order to socialize them. This is the part where I get comfortable in different places that I don't know. I don't know where I'm going to park. I don't know like if it's just permit only, or like what it's yeah, there's that. Okay, that's what I feel like when I go out. Like it gets a little stressful. So this is a different variation of me working on my triggers. And also gaining a sense of independence and going out, because I'm so used to just being presented with just whatever and then trying to just make something of it, or finding something good about it. So 4 of Pentacles and 5 of Cups, with the 6 of Pentacles right here. So what that inevitably does, it creates a sense of ownership. I'm no longer Rapunzel stuck way up in her castle. And I get a better view, like a bird's eye view, basically, within my own like kind of safety net. I can leave whenever I want to, which means also that I can leave whenever I want to. I can X out any energies. Like this gives me a good glimpse of really what's out there, so that, let's say, in this forum or any kind of electronic forum, which is, where a lot of communications happen anyway, that I'm not carried away, dragged out to sea by some bullshitter. This is like the real scope, like, oh, you've witnessed that in real life. You know the true impression of that energy, that kind of thing. So this is just role play discernment. And so this is guaranteed reciprocation, so I don't get the short end of the stick again. I won't ever have to live the life that I used to before. Okay, there's that. That's wonderful. And off coming from that is a Knight of Cups with a Nine of Cups. I've told you before, when I verbalize this, Knight sounds very like, almost like a misspeak to 9. I have to watch myself when I say these things. But this is fulfillment, and this is a suitor. Okay, so so this attracts suitors who also take a good look at, they keep themselves in check. Like, is this cup good? Is it clean? Is it like, am I, that kind of energy. They're happy and fulfilled and whatnot, but they're also concerned about what they bring to the table. So this is not your average knight, even though they appear to be youthful. They are a bit adventurous and maybe poetic with, that garb here. But this is isn't just somebody who gets into the feels, but understands the terms of those feels. So they're not just spitting words, rhymes, or this isn't just like just talk. It's about context. It's about it's like an arrangement of flowers, but vocally speaking. That's my piece. That's kind of energy. So so this energy is selective, because why the fuck would they care about what they bring to the table, if they weren't. 4 kids under 6 years, you want peace. Yeah. For real. Yeah. Yeah, that is a different life. Definitely. Okay. So this isn't like too crazy. I mean, so mote it be. This is definitely signifying a some things have changed in my life, and for one big part of it, I was very much concerned with a very like heinous energy that is just psycho without being without exaggerating. That is the energy. And so it's good to see that that's being handled and no longer in my, affecting my realm. It's a very big deal. What else was I going to say about this? I don't know what to say about that because I'm so used to that being around. That what I can deduct out of that is that things are going to start to become very real, which means that there's a greater amount of expected accountability. Did I just spit? I just spat. Because that energy is no longer involved, has zero impact on anything that I do or don't do. And so part of it is also looking at the redistribution system of demonic workings. So the impact is very real. The karma is that much more pronounced because, let's say, speaking with my legal stuff or other areas of concern, let's say. I can't think of them. The legal thing is just like the one big thing right now. They don't have anyone to cushion the karma, that's the consequences that are due back to them. Since she is no longer associated with that realm, they are going to see, I would say, more of like a wrathful response to their misdoings. So that must mean a lot. About who they are and what I'm really dealing with here. So my focus is warranted to be like to carry more sobriety. So prior to this new state, I was listening to a shit ton of readers, like all kinds of topics. And now it's like there's a lot that just no longer interests me. There's just none that really do it for me. I've seen my patterns, and as far like just boiling it down to relevance, it's not, it's just like there's something that has distinctly changed. I don't know how to describe it right now, but let me see if there's anything else here. So there's obviously some other areas that I need to work on that I'm cued to work on that seem very basic, but they're understated. Just like in exploring other territory, just for my personal enjoyment, for my personal peace, that may be very well the thing that prevents me from doing some dumb shit just because I want my life to get moving. Six of Cups in reversal, and it opened. Okay, well, let's see here. Bad blood? No. Upcoming kinships. These are upcoming kinships. Okay. What else? So would it be? It's Four of Swords, I believe. Okay, Four of Swords. This is taking it easy. I mean, this will come at the right timing. This is, this is like Voltron utility belts. Like everybody has their own utility belt and it like all unites and we have like massive resource system that we can tap into. It's weird. Okay. But in the meantime, okay, we've got our own utility belt and this is more about, this is right now, this area is about taking care of myself. Yeah. It is rest and relaxation. I wouldn't traditionally call this meditation, but taking it easy when there's a lot to consume one's mind. Let me get one more out of that. Two of Swords. Yeah, blocking off the noise, the distractions. This is also putting time blocks on what I work on. So you can zero in on a certain thing that you like doing or that something needs to get done, but there has to be time blocks, like caps on how long it's going to take, not how long it's going to take, but how long you're going to allot within a certain day to get to get traction. Okay. Yeah. It's like, yeah, you really do have to say, pencils down. Okay, moving on to the next thing. And this is just training oneself to pivot with like peace. Like, okay, all right, that's calling my attention now. Okay, that's what that is. That's what I'm having to do. Serious now? Sorry about the jokes. What do you mean? Oh no. No worries. That's what it's showing me. I thought this was like gonna be like the exciting part of my life. But I think exciting can be very distracting as well. And I'm made for something more substantial than just exciting. Yeah. Okay. Okay, what else? I think it's time to do takeaways. Yeah. We'll do takeaways now. Yes, okay, so 1. That's the first one. Second one. Okay, and then third. Okay, all right. So first up, bottom of the deck, 8 of Swords in reverse. It's freedom. Okay. Freedom can be chill too, and 4 of Swords in reversal again. Okay. This is making up for lost time. So this freedom isn't like breaking away the chains. It's not that, it is deep, but it's not that dramatic, okay? It's that's important, okay? So 4 of Swords is about the actual recuperation, not just the enactment, like the progressing to get there. It does include that, but it's more so like the attainment of it, of being able to show up more fully and freely at the same time. Like, I got my rest, I can assess this better. I've had my REM state. I can't remember what dreams it is, but it's not troubling me. And this is recuperation of energy and other assets. So interesting. Okay, there's a lot that can happen between all of that. Anyway, bottom of the deck is 2 of Pentacles in reversal. This isn't shouting out imbalance. This is, again, loading period and loading dock. So this is much more active than one would, like much more active and purposeful rather than chaotic than one would normally think. Top of the deck, 5 of Swords. This is a 1-up. Whatever this is a 1-up, okay? But it does admit you into certain battles. Okay. Certain conflicts. Yeah, put you in the middle of things. Thank you. Okay, bottom of the deck. High Priestess in reverse. Well-intended, ill-intended, ill-intended. What the fuck? Okay, I told you. Bitches be crazy. What's beneath that? The Tower card in reverse. Oh, okay. We're fine. Bitches be crazy because they're falling. They're falling from the Tower moment. It is a follow through. They will, like, what is it? It's not just kaput, it's kerplat. That's what that is. Top of the deck, no secret to the sauce. King of Swords, I told you, is seeing it through. Wonderful. Okay, 2 takeaways from my super duper refined divine collective. First one. Knight of Swords, extreme focus. Clarified by Eight of Pentacles in reverse. It doesn't take much thought. It just focus. That's what it is. Yeah. It's kind of like when you're scrying. Maybe some people need to try scrying or like dip back into that because this is about like the soft gaze. Like it's almost effortless. It's relaxed. Doesn't take much work, but like or much effort, you know. And this is focus. So something about scrying here. Okay. Two of Wands in reverse. Yeah, this is about scrying more so. Like when you're scrying, you clear your mind too, and you allow the free form to begin, like a the variation of ink blot exercises here, and to be announced. It could be also kind of a version of remote viewing. Let me get one clue card here. Weird. Strength. You must be really good at that. I know I am. Let me get one biblio thing for you because I was supposed to get this. Where the sidewalk ends. Okay. Okay, this one. This was on page 138. It is called The Long-Haired Boy. Okay, but it's like the second part of it. Smiling in the strangest way. The wind in his hair, the sun in his eyes. He's up. I don't know. The strongest energy is coming through on this part. Yeah, just that part and that part. Lukey Hastings ran and hid under Old Man Merrill's car. Why does... Yeah, I don't know why. And then the other one is, and round he sailed all through the day, smiling in the strangest way. I do not know what that has to do with that. Tried to shoot him down, but missed. I thought he was a scarecrow, he said. What? So, I don't know. It's something about despite violence, it's still like still finding enjoyment, still finding a degree of happiness. I don't know why it had it like that, but that's okay. I do not know. Okay, so that's your first takeaway. Okay, your second takeaway. Women used to stalk me, then seduce me. I fell for it a few times. Now they run away. Second takeaway. Ace of Cups. The World's card. Okay. Clarified by extroverted. Page of Swords in reversal. I think I have also some psychics here. They do divination because this is I don't even know what this is giving me right here. Focus, scrying, and then this is like teacup reading energy as well. Some of them are liars out there, but it's fine. It's fine. Whatever. Okay, let's just clear ourselves from that. Page, or no, Page of Swords. Internal, external, well-intended, ill-intended. Okay. Okay. Distance learning. Okay. So these are energies that are like distance learning from you. Yeah, they'll take what they can get. But it's like replenishment, not like I'm going to steal it. I'm going to seize it away from you. This is, okay, not a stalker energy. This is distance learning. This is in reversal extroverted. So it's just detached and like separate and learning. And then world card distance. Yeah, definitely. So it is Ace of Cups, you see. They'll take what they can get from it. And it is true. Yep, that's true. Okay. All right. 2 takeaways for my partners in peace and quiet. 1. 4 of Wands in my home. Well, self-realization for sure. Three of Swords. What? What is this? Ten of Wands in, okay. 10 of Wands in reversal, inverted. What is this 3 of Swords here, though? I don't know. I'm getting like heart issue energy. I'm not talking about like spiritual heart chakra thing. I feel like it's like, I don't know. I don't want to, because this is about the body. This is about the home and heart. This is, you know, temple. 3 of Swords. I check the energy. It's not heartbreak. not disappointment. This has to do, and this is not like kicking ass, taking names type of energy. This is like heart attack, you know, like heart affiliated things. And this is like refraining from anything that would be burdensome in that department. I don't know. That's what it's saying. Internal, external. Could be external as well. External would be like environmental pollutants, like external aggravators, you know, somebody that would mess with your blood pressure. Like, that's the only thing I can think of. But this is either giving me heart attack energy. I don't know. That's what it's saying. I'll get one more for that. I don't know. Five of Pentacles in reverse. That is correct. There's no lacking in that information. That's all that is. Okay, that's the first one for my partners in peace and quiet, which includes, wait, what the heck? Is that my partners in peace and quiet? It's one. No, that's the first, yeah, takeaway of my partners in peace and quiet. Okay, second one. Knight of Cups. Okay. Clarified by Two of Cups in reverse. Clarified by Knight of Wands. All right. This is a little bit more complex in its energy. The Knights are doers. They are, these are carrying out, these are like the go-getter type of energies. Luckily, they're both upright. They're both internal. Yeah, they're both internal. And they're the same energy that coexist, but they're meant to be unified. I don't know, this feels so abstract. Okay, so this is about this area of romance and feeling the feels and understanding that realm in upright and showing up upright. Okay, then there's this other area of self, which is confident. Like, when I go, it's good, when it's bad, I try to make it better, you know, that kind of energy. So just a sprite spirit, like a young King of Swords in the fields. Like, I aspire to be the King of Swords. He is my hero. That kind of energy. Just, I'm going to go about it. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to go about it. So there's two separate aspects of self that exist. They're very healthy. However, it would be so much healthier if they would unify. Like, hey, I didn't see you over there. Let's apply this to this part of life. Let's apply that to this part of life. So I think it has more to do with that. Like, if they, two heads are better than one as far as these knights are involved. That area where everything is good. So Two of Cups in reversal is like to be unified, not to be announced, not to be determined, but to be unified. And there's offerings on both sides. It's just a matter of like unifying that here. You see, like here, the way they were specifically distributed is, I'll hold up the other card, but I don't really need to, but like the cup is down, you know, it's like kind of like the star card energy, and just like distributing water out. And so this one's, you know, doing that here. This one's up in the air like that. So it's to be unified, like these two aspects. Like for me in particular, if it like because this does include me, I just realized. Then what does the other mean? Sorry, give me a second. But why heart attack energy? I don't understand. What I don't. I guess I have to make more healthy decisions. I did see something on my feed that had to do with more rest, because it can lead into, you know, like heart attack, stroke, and possibly even death, not just like incoherent stuff. And so maybe that has like, because that's uncanny, it was just right before this, and I was like, I feel good. I don't know, I mean, I feel good. What the fuck? Okay, so I feel fine, but it's so anyway. This part of it is like, oh, I have not seen the dating realm in forever and a week and 5 days and 6 hours, 2 minutes and 3 seconds. So I know the feels, and I can get real, and so that kind of energy. So this is more of like the realization that like I can bring both to the table, and definitely first off for myself. So that's interesting. Okay, anyway, 3 takeaways for me. First one, the Hierophant card, laying down the law, being very like, I have to do this. You know, I have this neighbor who we've been here for a long while, but like he used to smoke cigarettes and whatever, and he was fine, and until he had a stroke. And he said from then on, like, my life changed forever. Like, even though he's worked hard to gain mobility, and it's not the same. It will never be the same, and that was just a defining factor. And so like, if he could go back, he would not do these things again. So anyway, that's what this saying. Knight of Pentacles. The heck is this all about? My first takeaway. The Hierophant in reversal. What? This is okay. So this is laying down the law, but also attracting and immediately magnetizing, like a direct link to someone of the law that can help set things straight. This is someone that knows how to navigate through and is more discreet. You see, more covered. you know, in comparison to this one. This one came in reversal, coming in like that, okay? So it's this other, they're well intended towards me. Detached. Detached, yeah. I think for safety's sake, for the best interest to assist in helping me carry things through. They're here and they're present. Okay, my second takeaway. Ten of Cups, absolute happiness, fulfillment. Clarified by. So this is a very big definition of so mote it be. I mean, it's representing the Hierophant card, and I've never seen it like sandwiched like that. Like quite similar to the Two of Cups energy from the previous reading. King of Swords. That dude. Okay. All right. Clarified by health before wealth. Nine of Swords in reverse. Yeah, that's a very concise interpretation of what has just transpired. Like, I'm like, I thought this was going to be about excitement. I thought this was going to be about like, yay, you know, like, getting my life going. But this is to ensure that it will be continued running, like for more seasons than just the televised. So Nine of Swords in reversal is like, don't worry about it. This is, I bring more than what's ample to the table. Like, you can't buy 10 of Cups just anywhere, you know, especially if it's custom fit to your liking. On a day-to-day. So you bring that, I will bring the rest, baby. That's funny. Okay. Yeah, get your rest. Get your rest. That's what they're saying. Nine, like, don't stay up all night. I know you've got some things to do. I know you'd like to get some exercise in, but it is counterintuitive. Just try to relax and try to just get your sleep. Okay? That's what they saying. That's what they saying. All right, my third takeaway. Eight of Pentacles. Work. What? 5 and 3. What is this? What is this remote viewing thing? Page of Pentacles. To the 9th. 8 of Pentacles again. Again, another like duplication. 8 of Pentacles sandwich. What is this? This is powerful energy. You guys like must be very like in sync. Or I don't understand. You have to pay me to get out of bed. I know that that's how I ended up putting in more hours of bedtime in the past week. Well, at least in the past couple of days. I'm like, I really want to feel my restful sleep. I don't want to just wake up like, oh, like a wham bam thank you ma'am type of energy of getting that checked off the list. I wanted to feel like, you know, like waking up, that kind of energy. And yeah. Anyway, 8 of Pentacles, Page of Discs, and 8 of Pentacles. That's a star card, 17 in total. But this is Eight of Pentacles upright. This, like, they're saying the work will be there, Tina. Get some sleep. The work will be there tomorrow. I promise you. There are the opportunities to shine or whatever. You know, you're going to be fine. You're going to be just fine, okay? Leave some for tomorrow. Yeah, that's what it says. When did you know you could feel energy? I don't know. Like, I feel energy differently than when I was younger. You got work tomorrow. Yay! Yes, exactly. We've got purpose tomorrow. We got yeah. We got ourselves tomorrow. Yeah. But Eight of Pentacles and Page of Discs. Yeah. We're going to be amidst it, you see? It's ping pong time, you know, game time. Just like that. Eight of Pentacles between the two. Yeah, there's something strange about, for me, there's even people, like, amongst me, like, doing the same shit that are trying to watch and see how I do my stuff. Because it's kind of like the black card of craft. Like a Mary Poppins bag. And they, even though they have more pentacle, like more finances, it's like it's not enough for them. You see, Five of Pentacles is what they represent. It's just not enough for them. So they're, you know, just that kind of energy. Oh, shoot. Yeah. That's strange. Yeah, you guys must have, or combined, there's a lot of energies here, because I normally don't see duplication like that. Yeah, this is more so due to accounting for the external energies to me. So, that's kind of strange. I checked. It's reading for me, but because everything is much more straightforward, like there's huge emphasis in certain areas, it's because of your energies. You know, you had energy when you were 10, caused an accident with your mind. That's crazy. I didn't know that I was practicing when I was younger. That's so, to kind of isolate a time of when I could feel energy. I don't know. It's hard to tell. I know I started feeling energy more so with significance when I started working with crystals. Definitely. And it didn't stop from there. Yeah. So I think that's it for now. I was supposed to get off at midnight, but I'm okay now. I'm just gonna go night-night. And, yeah, I think that's it. Well, thank you very much for, trusting me to read for you. Wanting me to read for you. Anyway, for sharing your energy. Oh, thank you. You as well. Yeah. So gifts unlocked here is just a sense of awareness. Buying some time to take care of self to ensure longevity, and bringing A game so that it's not lowercase a game when you're really showing up. It's you're showing up with the full version of the alphabet, uppercase and lowercase, and punctuation marks, full deck, and full articulation, and so you're good. You're like, you be proud of yourself is basically what they're saying, like, to a full extent. And we don't want that heart attack energy. We don't need any of that shit, especially at this age or any age. I'm so, like, basically saying, don't take this time for granted, really. And don't like frown upon, you know, oh, I thought it was going to be this, and like, if it ensures longevity, the opportunity for it, let's just go with that. Oh, and also being exposed and liked and favored and finding resonance and what is it, relatability with other well-knowns that know the other kind of life, and the same. Blessings be. Of course. Thank you. All right. Thank you for all donations provided in and of light and love, reciprocate equally and therefore abundantly. But now that this reading is officially over, I call back all my power, energy, essence, gifts, strength, property, passions, pursuits, and prospects from those that call upon, cast, generate, bring, magnify, multiply, or any variation thereof, the aforementioned ill will, intent, thought form, pattern, and or entity, to pass through the white light of the Holy Spirit for cleansing, for blessings, for reformatting to love and light energy, and to be refortified in me, only me, hassle-free, no doubt, no attachment, except for all bonus points included. Thanks so much. Upon closing the portals in these readings, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine with their appropriate karmas too, assisting with a sequence of rollout. In light and love, I close the portals in these readings now.